use strumming patterns. So strumming patterns themselves are based on what's either known as 8th notes or 16th notes. And what I really mean by that, if you've got a bar of say 1, 2, 3, 4 beats, your right hand can move either twice per beat, because you've got a down and then an up. So it'd be 1 and, 2 and, 3 and, 4 and, totaling a possible of 8 strums. Or the 16th note, which is moving a total. Now, a lot of people ask, what is a key? We've been talking about something being in the key of E minor or D minor or D major or G major or something like that. And people ask, well, what does that really mean? Now, every song is written around a certain key. And all that simply means is that the song is written around a collection of notes and a collection of chords that all home in on one particular note and chord. So, for instance, in the key of G major, the home chord or the home note is the G major chord fed in by the G note. For guitarists, if we're going to reach our full potential, we really need to know where each note is on the guitar neck. Now, not many people tend to know this particularly well. So what I've got here is a couple of simple exercises for you to really get to know this, and you can do this, say, a few times a week, and it really will improve your knowledge of where each note is on the neck at any given time. To give you some pointers as to where some of these notes are, if we use the 3 dots at fret number 3, at fret number 5, and fret number 7, and we just line them up with just strings 6, 5, and 4, we can actually get to know where quite a few of the notes on the neck already are. So if you play that one, so string 6, fret number 3, that note is G. One really useful tip is about when you're trying to change key of a song mid-song. So say you're in the key of E, so the chords are like that, and you're going up to, say, the key of G. Now you might want to do this for 2 reasons. Either you want to give the song an extra bit of sort of pep to make it feel a bit more out there and a bit more aggressive, or maybe it's just in the wrong key for people to sing, so you want to change key. One way to do this is to go to the 5th chord of the key that you're going into. So for instance, we're in the key of E, and we want to go to the key of G. Now in the key of G, the 5th chord is D, so count it up on your hands. So 1 is G, 2 is A, 3 is B, 4 is C, and 5 is D. So, say we're going from E to A to B, then you go to a D, and then you start off the next chord as G. And what will happen, if you sandwich that in just before you go to the G to the start of the song as your new key, not only will your band be able to follow you, but the congregation will be able to follow you as well, because it's such a different chord. They'll be able to tell you're going into something different, and they'll know where to start singing and at what pitch.
Not good. We don't know how to, really. We're horrible at it. It's taken us, I mean, we've been playing together as a group. There's 6 of us up there for about 4 years now. And you would think by now we'd have worked like...
Okay, well, I'll show you a few of the shapes that you can use in the dadgad tuning. And again, one of the wonderful things is, particularly with an acoustic, it really just creates a lovely sort of big sound that you can use.
What 1 Chronicles 25 does say is that even the inexperienced students were trained and skilled in music for the Lord. So I'm not saying that you have the crossbar so low that anyone that can play 3 chords can get into the team. but that you don't have the crossbar so high that they have to have a degree before they can get into the team.
Moving from a traditional style to a contemporary style is, again, all about loving people more than you love music.
Scales are a really important part of understanding this fretboard here, you know. So I would do various things within a scale, like I'll do a 2, 3, 4, 3, 4,
When you're playing in an established team and it's your first time, you know, maybe you're feeling intimidated or nervous, the danger is we try and overcomplicate things to try and impress or to fit in. I think the best advice is to play really simply.
So it goes something like this.
The more girls will actually want to lead worship and get involved, just because they'll see it modelled in conferences, and they'll know that that's something that they can get involved with.
The key to leading at any time, to being a lead worshiper before God, is humility.
Encourage and inspire the next people coming up and say, do it different than me, do it, change it, you know, be better than me, because it needs to be. And so I'm excited about seeing what's to come.